I just finished a 1-month dating app challenge, and you want to know which apps I used? I'm going to go a little bit further, explain which one I used and how I'd rank them and what I use them again. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Laura. I'm a 34-year-old late bloomer. I actually did not start dating until my 30s. And after meeting my first partner at the age of 32 last year through Hinge, even though I know all dating apps are a scam, you don't have to tell me. We already know. I definitely am biased towards them as a tool to meet people I would not otherwise meet in my life. So I came in hot with the plan of using 2 different apps. The reason being that they each have their own algorithm, their own dating pool, based on their filtering options. Some are easier to use than others, and I'm really glad I did that. The reason being my 2 apps of choice were Bumble and Hinge. Hinge was the one I used to meet my previous partner. So I was definitely biased towards it in the beginning, but I went in hot, already knowing how to use that app, being very familiar with it, and the whole course of the month, I had barely any interactions. Almost 0, actually. The blow to my self-esteem was potent. So this is why I was glad I had a second app to compare it to, because my profiles were built with the same pictures, with similar prompts, with similar information. But on Hinge, it just felt like nobody was seeing my profile. The other app I chose was Bumble. Bumble, I had quadruple the amount of potential interactions, people either liking my profile or responding to my messages. Like, there was just so much more life on Bumble. When I did start the month off, I did pay for paid subscriptions for both Bumble and Hinge. Bumble made me feel like it wasn't necessarily pushing my profile out to more people, but it was definitely making the app easier to use. So it felt like in some ways I was getting at least something for what I paid for. For Hinge, from the moment that I signed up, all I felt like was that they wanted me to sign up for their next tier subscription or to buy more roses to push my profile out more. So I came in previously really enjoying Hinge. I probably will never use it again. Like, we know dating app sucks, and they're trying to scam you and keep you on there as long as possible, but it feels like Hinge isn't even trying to pretend anymore. Okay, the other apps that surprised me, I did try Facebook Dating, which for being a free app, I feel like that's actually a really great dating resource. It surprised me. The filtering options aren't as great, and it'll show you from people from miles away, even if you say not to, like hundreds and thousands of miles away. However, I feel like interactions are consistent, and they're at least like there's a healthy algorithm going on there, and they never asked for me for money. So being a free app, it ranked pretty well. I also tried Tinder. I haven't been on Tinder since in my early 20s, and I didn't like it at all this time around. Since they've updated their interface, I found it confusing. I did not like how they display profiles. Just not my cup of tea. And I also tried a rogue one that's been in my feed forever, Woo Plus, which was targeted for plus size women finding partners. But I think by centralizing their messaging around physicality, the way people interact with you on that app just felt kind of creepy to me. Like, it was just so, I don't know. I won't use it again. If I were to embark on a 1-month dating app challenge again, I would probably use Bumble again. I would be open to trying like Match or Plenty of Fish or Coffee Meets Bagel, any of those other apps that have either been around for forever or that are newer and I see in my feed all the time. But as far as ranking them, my favorite was Bumble for the features. Even like they help you set up like an instant automatic first message. So like I do prefer to initiate conversation now, because why not? Gets things moving. And Bumble made that very easy. The interface was easy. The filtering was easy. I felt like I was getting bang for my buck. Facebook Dating for being free, but just knowing that the filtering options aren't as strong. I will never use Hinge again. I will never use Tinder again. And I will definitely never use Woo Plus again. What are your all's recommendations? What's worked? What hasn't? Have you had good experiences or bad experiences on the apps? And again, I know they're awful, but they are a tool, and you know, I'm probably going to still use them. So here we are. Godspeed to us all.